Hello. Hi.
I love Cakez, dirty dog fucker, no soap, no skill, no original ideas, balloon steal a bastard, no clue, no knowledge, no games released, no good text, no code, dumb idiot, react, Tangy, fuck off, stop streaming, okay champ.
Guys, we have Zoe duty today. It's gonna be a just programming stream, it looks like. Zoe will not go to sleep. Huh? Hello, Mr. Cakez. Hello, Intmain Return Zero. And hello, TCAP. UHM. So, how's your game turned out? You wanna show your game? Did you put it in... I can't look at Showcase, then I have to make a video. Welcome, welcome. Hello, good morning, my brothers. Hello, good morning. 18 hours left still. You're gonna make more? You know what your game is, by the way? I saw it on stream, by the way. Mr. Cap. You made a Survivors clone. You can call it Ant whatever, but it's Ant Survivors. I don't know what Tiny is there, but yeah. Good morning, the Ben Hazard. Good morning, bro. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, welcome, guys. Hope you had a good weekend. I got a lot of stuff done on the weekend, and I'm almost back to uploading YouTube videos again. I have like, I think like 40 videos where I need to make thumbnails for. But yeah, it's like a ginormous amount of videos. Blabbering. Yeah, hello, Angry Björn. Good morning, bro. Hope you have a good day. Bitch. Bleh. So yeah, I'm hoping that I will be able to stream a little bit more. No, how do you say that? Without too many interruptions. I have a Zoe right next to me. Hey. Maybe she's reading chat. Grüßfrei, good morning. Welcome. Yeah, but today I want to work on, or essentially I just want to fix some bugs that I introduced while adding in center. I'm gonna talk about what that is in a second. But yeah, I now have... I did some nice reworking of stream, my brothers. And we can now, or we now have an effect or a thing in the game called projectile lifetime. We also have something really cool, and let me... I guess close some of these videos first. Close this, close this, close this, close this.
Commit and push immediately, and then go vegan.
Hello, my man Zend. Good morning, bro. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Good morning, good morning. Feels good to be back. It's awesome. You know, I'm making, so like, I've been thinking about my game a lot off stream, right? And I think I'm making good progress. I think the game is starting to come together, mechanic-wise, and it's becoming, it is getting...
What happened to penis?
More polished, essentially. The more polish I put into the game, the better it feels. And that feels awesome, I have to say. I'm very happy about this. It's really cool to see things come together and start working. There are a lot of questions that still need to be answered. But for the most part, I have a lot of questions already answered, or let's say 80% locked in, which is really cool because I think almost every decision I make makes the game better in a way, in one way, shape or form. Hello, Cakes Fart. Good morning. Hello, Mr. Shady11. How are you doing? Good. Thanks for asking. Good afternoon, Cakes. Hello, Tims. Good morning, bro. Long time no see. All my colleagues are getting COVID right now. I'm keeping inside. Yeah, I would do that too. COVID sucks to have. Hey, Cakes. Hello, Tazdice. How are you feeling? Weren't you sick before the weekend? Yes, I was sick before the weekend. Thanks for asking, bro. I'm better now. I looked at the recordings and I basically got rid of 2 recordings, even though I did some reactions and some cool, interesting stuff on stream. You could feel that I didn't have the energy. You can feel it. So like in the future, when I do get sick, even though I feel physically fit, but you know, let's say my nose is runny, annoying, or you know, my voice changed so that I sound sick, I'm just not gonna stream, most likely, because I think the content is objectively worse, and I feel like it's wasting. I feel like it's wasting time. Like, I don't know. I'm not too proud of those 2 streams, let's say that. I think that I have become less dumb after failing multiple times using Pixel over. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Zoe just spat out milk. Give me a second. I have Zoe next to me. Yeah. Oh. 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 Huh? What's that? Hello, Zoe. Yeah, I might have to hold her. We'll have to see. Morning, Cakes. Hello, Vincent. Good morning. Yeah, thanks for asking. Anyways, so yeah, we'll see though. That's beside the point. Like, back to the game. I'm very happy about the progress that I'm making, and off stream I did implement something that I think is really cool. And let's open up Paint for this. We now have 3 different, how do you say that? 3 different center position and collider positions, essentially, for a unit. And that's really important because, let's say I have a unit here, right? Let's go here. This is one of my trusty Tangies, right? And you know that he stands here in this position, or let's say, like, where the X is, right? That would be the position. And that position is essentially just used to determine where where the tangerine physically stands in the world. Hello there, Nu. Good morning. And now we also need and I'm thinking about whether I need that or not. We'll have to see, because I've been thinking about this a lot. We also need a center, somewhat point, where you say, okay, this point is the center of the tangerine or the hero, right? That would be the center. And hello, Diamond. Good morning, bro. Center. That right here, my God, that's terribly written. So let's do that again. Center. Okay, that is the center where projectiles start spawning, right? So let's say I shoot an arrow in a direction. That's where the arrow comes from, essentially. Okay, that's the kind of like the point. Okay, that's really important because this will also determine line of sight and vision, essentially. And now we need another position, essentially a red position. This is essentially the center for the collider. That would be the collider center. And why do we need this? Collider center. The reason why we would need a collider center is because I want to draw a rectangular collider around the unit so that it can be hit by incoming projectiles. And so what I'm thinking of, and this came off stream, the idea, maybe I just need a center for the unit, which basically determines where the attack range happens. And so around the center is also where I draw the ellipse. And now this is starting to get out of hand, but this is where I draw the ellipse. And this is essentially determining how I can place the unit. You see this, the middle, yeah. You see this white elliptical thing? I cannot place a unit closer to the road. And I'm thinking of turning the center of the character to be where the ellipse is, essentially. Because then, like in the middle of the ellipse. And then that, we basically get rid of the position origin, essentially. One less point. Yeah, we have one less point. We can get rid of this thing right here. That can go away then. We just have a center and a collider, which we had before, essentially. So that would be the last optimization I do. Seems reasonable. Yeah, it kind of seems reasonable. Yeah, Zoe's starting to cry, so I do have to hold her really quickly. So what I think I'll do is I'll just have her here next to me, and we're gonna do some coding, some oh yeah, come on, yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, like, we have another baby here at the moment, so I have Zoe duty, which means we can only do some slow programming. Another one, yeah, like from my wife's sister. They have Besuch, relatives over, and so they went into a city. I don't know why they didn't take the baby with them. Not sure why, maybe they wanted to break from the baby, but yeah. Now my wife has it, has her. Anyways, so I think what we could do today is just make a git commit and push. Oh, also I wanted to show something really cool, what I did off stream, which I think is awesome. I have now the ability to turn projectiles, or to give projectiles a lifetime. This is how it works, essentially. Let me see here. And this works with everything, essentially. Let's get rid of the colliders here. Now ignore that the staff is in the wrong position, but you can see that the projectile flies very... Oh wow, that's a long... That flies for a very long time. Give me a second. That was a bit much, actually. Okay, it's here. Let's see. Oh, I was doing it on the Ranger, right? Ranger. Hello, Snoggy Good morning, bro. How are you doing, my man? Projectile speed. I see. Okay, how do I explain this? So we have a base speed for projectiles on every character that is different from all of the characters. So for example, the Ranger, in my opinion, should have a very fast projectile speed, right? And then the Ranger can get... I think I put the goggles on the Ranger too. I don't. Then how did I actually do that? Huh? Am I stupid? I did have an item, not the ability duration. But essentially... Okay, let's change the leather helmet, I guess. We're doing good. What's on the agenda? Right now, taking care of Zoe. And making some small changes to the game.
Cakez, I have bad news. I just got your wishes.
Hello, Rico. Good morning. And hello
Sadly,
there on YouTube. Salam and
Tangy
Royal Games.
Defense is an impossible task, even for me.
Plants
Good luck.
vs. Zombies. Hello. Good morning on YouTube. Recommend a good C++ course.
What the bots are doing, huh? Ah!
Good C++ course. Listen, bro, I don't know what you want to learn. If you just want to learn the language, then a YouTube video would do the trick too. Unless you need the guidance of someone. If you need personal guidance, then I guess Udemy could be a good idea. Or someone that has Patreon, where you can ask them questions over voiceover or something, or maybe in a chat. So, like, ultimately, learning C++ is up to you how you do it. And you will learn just by doing anything, essentially, in C++. A course can only do so much. Like, teach you basic language features and how the language is written in general. But for the most part, if you want to learn the language, the best thing you can do is just to program something in C++. And so that would be anything you like programming, essentially. Now, I don't know if you would like, this is what you wanted to hear, but that's ultimately the truth, you know. That's ultimately what you can do to learn C++ the most. And yes, there is learncplus.com, of course.
Gotcha, bitch.
But yeah, that's ultimately what you should be doing. Maybe follow a YouTube tutorial on C++. You can find them very easily yourself. There is no wrong C++ tutorial unless it has like, I don't know, 50% downvotes, which wouldn't even show up for you. But yeah. And then after that, you just decide on programming something, doing something in C++. And if you need personal guidance, then I would recommend you maybe the Handmade Hero Discord server. It's called Handmade Network. I don't even know if I have like an invite link to this. But this is where you can ask C++ related questions and people will help you. I think that's... You could also go to Stack Overflow, of course, but I think the best answers is you're gonna get them here. Right, guys? Like, if you were to look for C++ advice, where would you go? 122 hours programming left till the demo release. Hello there, Evan Ross. Good morning, bro. Thank you very much for following, is what I wanted to say. Google? Yeah. I would ask Cake77, the best programmer in the world. Yes, exactly. Exactement. So yeah, you, because you're wrong example, so we know what not to do. That's kind of toxic. Anyways, so let's see here. I want to... Oh no, come on, Control minus. Oh man, like, why does it have to... Okay, Shift V? No. No, wait, how does it work? Shift V. No. Wait, how does it work? Isn't it Shift V? How does it not work anymore? Isn't Shift V copying an entire line? Or is it Shift Yank? Ah, I think it's Shift Yank. Yeah. Shift Yank. So essentially, I can give the leather helmet...
Am I so out of touch?
...a lifetime.
No.
Galaxy Media just subscribed.
Yo, Galaxy
Big
Media,
tick
thank you very
support
much for
for 4
subscribing,
years.
man.
Hi, Zoe here. When will Cakez finish his game and why is he not using Zig? Fail fish.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Newton Morgan
Cringe,
gigabit.
cringe. But the first person that actually uses the advanced TTS system that we have. And you guys would know, where I also added in TTS to the on-screen celebrations. You know, like the Gigantify emote and the on-screen celebration. And what was the last one? The highlight message. The highlight message is now TTS. Yes. I've been busy over the weekend. I still need to work on bits, but yeah. Shameless doing everything just for money? Of course. Let's see here. So let's say I increase the lifetime of my projectiles by 50%. Okay? And the way this lifetime for the projectile works is actually really cool. It's essentially a base duration that flies a projectile or shoots a projectile using some speed.
Zoe here. Believe in me, chat. I will someday finish Tangy defense.
See, I told you. And now, if we get this, right, projectile lifetime, take a look at how far the arrow flies. Watch this. You see this? How far it flies? It flies 50% further now. You saw that? That's what I did, guys. Off stream. Hey, buddy, I would like to thank you for not uploading a Cakez React in the past 11 days. Thank you for your hard work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. I had a bit of a backlog, you know. So expect some to come. Just need to make the thumbnails. I didn't manage to do them yet. Good morning, Fori. Good morning, brother. And you know, I also have some other cool reactions on the second channel as well. Oh no, thank you for your lack of hard work then. Set opacity to 0 will be Chef Kiss on the lifetime. Chef Kiss, set opacity to 0 will be Chef Kiss on lifetime. What? Anyways, I don't know what that means. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I did off stream. I can now basically say, okay, well, this projectile flies for half a second, and then that is the base distance a projectile flies, or the base lifetime for the projectiles, and I can now go ahead and do this. I could say, oh, well, maybe I want my projectile to last. I want my projectile to last, I don't know, 1 second longer. Control-Shift-B. Hello, Dev Spudges. Good to run off. Have a good one. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. And now the projectile lasts for 1.5 seconds. Or 1 second is from the item. Look at the difference, right? So this is 1. This is 1. This is how far the projectile flies. Look how fast this projectile flies. And now I can generate items that make projectiles last longer. And the cool thing is, projectiles also last longer if I give the item, and let's use the green apple, for example, right? Green. Hey. Zoe. Stop it. Where's the apple? Wonder if I have it up here or is it further down? Ah, green apple. There we go. Green apple, right? Let's give it a stat that is called ability effect duration. Ability effect duration. You see this? If I increase my ability effect duration by, let's say, 100%, which obviously is too much. Yeah, Zoe. Okay, if I make things last twice as long, right? Look at what happens for the arrows. For this guy right here. He gets the apple. Look how far the arrows fly. 2 times further. So now I have 2 knobs I can turn to make projectiles last longer. I think this is emergent gameplay. I would call this emergent gameplay, essentially. And so that is essentially what I did off stream. I'm very proud of this, because ultimately I can now do some really cool stuff. So for example, let's place this guy right here. He doesn't have his center adjusted yet at all, but projectile lifetime now does the following. And I guess I can bring this example easier if I place 2 of these guys in the very beginning, right? Let's begin and let them get to level 2. There we go. Okay, and I get the shield orb ability. Yeah. Now let's cheat some money. Watch what happens. This one right here, but he gets 20% lifetime. He has 20% projectile lifetime. Watch what happens. Yeah, Zoe. You see how the shields last longer now? And so now projectile lifetime also affects this. And Sauni Nisa, thank you very much for following, man. And so someone on stream, or I don't know, I think it was Yova, told me that he didn't even know that I had a second channel. And so I would like to take the time really quickly to advertise my second channel on YouTube. It is called Cakez, and this is essentially where I upload the non-reaction content that I do. essentially. And so this is mostly the, let's call it, more original content that I do, which is developing the game, essentially. And also talking about something that might, let's say, that might be, so like where I say, okay, well, that might be a bit controversial. And so if you guys want to follow along, there, so you want to see, you know, the development of the game and stuff, this is essentially the channel. Okay. So for those of you who didn't know that already. Yeah, Zoe. And so there I try to, I have a shit ton of videos uploaded there. That's actually the wrong channel anyways, whatever. So yeah. Yeah, Zoe. Stop it. No, I'm losing. She told me that I should save my game, right? Because I'm losing. Where do the interviews go? The interviews go on the main channel. I have them done, both of them. I just need to make a really good thumbnail for the Coffee Lava interview. And hello Yova, good morning. And Alcomo, good morning too as well. Hello there, bro. I might have an issue because Zoe starts to cry, which means she probably is hungry or something. And my wife's making food right now, so I don't know if she's done yet or not. But she's starting to get impatient. But yeah, no, the videos will be on the main channel. When do we get a real Super Cool interview? I can ask him if he wants to do an interview, of course, yeah. But I'll probably just wing it. I think the second interview went much better, where I didn't force any questions, I just winged it. Maybe there are some interesting questions that I want to do, but for the most part I'm just gonna ask what makes sense in the moment. You know? We want TCAP interview? Yeah, I can interview him when he releases this game. Hello, Real Super Cool, good morning. Ja, ist ja gut, meine Süße. Ja. That's Zoe crying because Real Super Cool has to go in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, I need to bring her to my wife. I think she needs to feed her. Oopsie. Is er bewegen? I'm literally just in round 6 and I'm still winning. Apart from being unable to beat the skeletons. Hello, collector of stuff. Good morning. I did notice Cakez looking different. What?
All chat developers.
Did the baby double in size already? The baby is getting big, yeah. She's grown up fast. Okay. I think we have a couple more seconds. Okay, Zoe? All right. Now, what I want to work on today is kind of fix the trailing errors, which you can see if we, you know, slow down the game. Maybe I shouldn't like do it like this. Let's restart here. You can see that, for example, the sword for this guy is in the wrong position. And so I want to fix that today. That looks bad. And essentially, in order to do this, we have to do a git commit and push. Save point. Yeah, I need to use git. You know, Zoe? Really important. But it's important. Yeah. Okay, well. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna try giving her the pacifier. Maybe that helps a bit. But she's hungry. Yeah. Okay, maybe she likes that for now. Let's do a git commit and push. Like my finger is not. Okay. Git add.
Good morning, Senor Cakez.
Hello, Sturdy Post. Good morning, bro. Git add, git commit. -m. What do we do here? I guess it's a save point. Save point. Working on center, comma, position, comma, yeah, stuff. Essentially, we're polishing the game at the moment. Morning Cakes, hope you're doing good. Yeah, Decryptor, thanks for asking, bro. I'm doing much, much better. I've got a lot of stuff done over the weekend, and I'm very happy that I have managed to cut down all the recordings, man. All the recordings are cut down. I'm so proud of it. Now I just need to do thumbnails for those, and I did get some decent work done as well. So it was a long weekend, but yeah, it worked out. I'm very happy about that. Let's see here, git push. But unfortunately, over the weekend, I also saw some terrible news about Godot, where they essentially, how do you say that? They harass the Redot engine, the developers. More terrible news, yeah. They're harassing them, trying to dox the developer of the engine. Stuff like that. Threatening to dox his friends. Which, you know, I don't know why you would do that. To me, it doesn't make any sense. He's just forking an open source software. Who is doing that specifically? Well, I don't really want to talk about it too much, but let's see, x.com. And also, guys, I did make some clips for Twitter. I'm gonna try it, you know. Toasty Stump said, why not try to make clips? And so that's what I do for Twitter. I'm gonna start posting some of my game clips. Let's see if people like it or not. But where's this? Bookmarks? So, like, yeah, let's not talk about that. Like, I don't know what that's supposed to be here. That's not a... What did they do to Lara Croft, man? Let's see here. Lara Croft. 2004 or something. She's a dude now. Look at that, man. Of course it's a small image. What did they do? I don't know what happened. Even when they didn't have any polygons. You could clearly see the chest. What's going on? So yeah, anyways, I don't want to talk about this. I'm just disappointed. That's all. What the fuck is that image even? She looks like a fucking dude, man. She looks like one of those archers with long hair. She is Lorenz Croft now, yeah. Ah, this is so funny. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. Netflix, they're so stupid. No, man. Anyways, Ubisoft executives, yeah, they're jumping ship. It's this one right here that I saw. So essentially, Redot, not sure how you say that, launched officially yesterday and has been under a deluge of vile attacks, threatening of doxing, being called white supremacists and more. And someone in chat actually said that he was a long programmer under the Godot engine, or a long, like he's made professional work in Godot. And he heard about that the Godot engine is full of white supremacists, or essentially people, like how he said it. Like, why not just, I'm just gonna show you the clip. Can I? No, I can't. But essentially, and then he went there, took a look, and there were just a bunch of normal people, essentially. But yeah, so the Godot community managers approve of this and goated it on the official Discord. This is the true face of what we're dealing with. Anyways, so essentially it's more this part right here. This is the kind of thing we have been dealing with in the last 4 days. If anything, this just makes our resolve stronger. Hashtag Redo engine. And then, oh, more than just your docs is held. And we'll go after your friends too. So I don't know who said that, unfortunately. I don't know who said that. So this is the problem with Twitter. I can't verify who said that. Because it's not this guy, right? This is bad, of course, right? But yeah, it looks like they're just angry. Yes, it is. It is this guy because of the line here. They're having a discussion. They replied to him. Yeah, but is his reply up here? Anyone who isn't woke is literally a Nazi. You have to be careful, Red Society. You have to apologize. Yeah. Yeah, okay. He's Starkium? No, the one above Starkium. So he wrote this message, right? Starkium wrote this message. But the person up above here, who is this guy? It's not Starkium, it's someone else. You know? I apologize to all the wokes, okay. It is the same person? So you mean this person here? Oh yeah, of course, because he's replying to Nine Fue. Yeah, so he is replying to this guy, and that's this guy here, correct? Replying to, yeah, like, listen. So, like, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm really bad at Twitter, okay? I literally don't use it at all, and so I just need to clarify this. So now I do get it. So this guy right here, whoever that is saying that they will dox his friends too. This guy's nuts, yeah? So this guy's crazy. And apparently he is from the Godot thing. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, damn. And then we have this. Can't dox me if I was never hiding. We condemn any attempts to dox any of our wonderful volunteer devs. Moderation staff. I bet his hair is blue. I mean, I could do some Twitter shenanigans, right? Where we just search for Ninefue. I need to write this down because I can't remember these names. Let's see here. Let me write this down. Double N E E F U E 34901. So what am I doing with this name? Copy. How do I search this name on Twitter? How do I use this like this here? And then I paste this? This guy right here must be him. Wait, the account doesn't exist. Does that mean he deleted his account? Or something? Did he delete his account or something? Yes? Change username? Rage quit? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised, huh? Okay, so he doesn't exist anymore. The zero self-awareness is hilarious. Oh, the irony. Okay. This guy here. This is it. Can't dox me. That's the part here. And so where is that coming from? I don't understand. So how do I... Post was deleted. Ooh. Ooh. I joined the Rideau engine for real this time. That was the guy, by the way, as far as I remember, that was the guy who got banned by Godot. And he was a long-lasting supporter. Is that correct? This was the long-lasting supporter guy? Damn, they just lost $100 a month. Sponsor, yeah. He lost $100. They lost $100. It must be him, right? I'm not coping here. He posts too much, bro. You're posting too much. Oh, sorry. Zori was starting to sleep. You know, she hears my voice. And she seems to start to sleep. It's awesome. Yeah, I totally agree. A good for me education for. What's happening here? I don't know. Like, anyways, don't want to talk about it too much. So that kind of sucks, you know. I hate reposters. You know who's the biggest reposter on X? I don't know what to do, man. But how do you do this? You go to home, right? And then you go and just scroll down. Elon Musk. He posts like 10,000 times a day, bro. I don't know how to get away from this guy. He just keeps posting. Elon does no real work. So I don't know about that, but he certainly does have a lot of time. You see this 2 hours? 2 hours. I don't follow many people, but 4 hours? Okay. Yeah, okay. So I guess he had a break. Oh, 7 hours? Okay. 7 hours? 8 hours? Maybe that is his job now. 8 hours? 8 hours? You know? It's all everywhere, man. I just can't get away from this. And so I don't want to unfollow him because I think he has some interesting things. He reacted to Ubisoft as well. But yeah, I don't think he has time to post on Twitter much. Yeah, but then who is doing it? Because it needs to be someone that shares his views. They can't just spread... They can't just spread whatever that's called. You know? Guys. I don't know what I should do. It's not looking too good. She fell asleep. And the head position is not the best, you know? Uh-oh. You know, she, like... If I move her, she's gonna wake up. It's bad. Get a little neck pillow? I don't have one. I'm holding her with my thumb, like this. I'm basically holding her up like this. You know? But my thumb is starting to tire. She's forcing you to stream all day now. Oh, goodness. Wait a minute, let me see. Is the camera in a good position? Is it a bit too high? This is how I had it. Anyways, like, how do we even get here? Oh yeah, I'm stalling for time until my wife takes Zoe. Exactly. But yeah. This is what I saw about the Godot stuff. And I'm a little bit sad, you know, that the Godot engine turned out to be such a... Oh, I saw another thing. I want to show you this, guys. I saw another... Guys, I am discovering Twitter. I'm a fucking boomer, man. Oh no, I didn't. Duh. God damn it, I did not. I saw a post about Ubisoft. Was it by this guy? No way it wasn't by this guy. There's no way. I thought that was interesting. But it could also be... yeah, this post right here. This aged poorly. Ubisoft is nearly dead. Again, this this guy probably gets a lot of hate on the internet, right? Again, this photo proves my point. Companies that go out of their way to have all woman photos are just doing it for virtue points. He's doing it, folks. Don't stop. I have to stop. Am I doom scrolling? Is that what you call doom scrolling? You're the biggest reposter on YouTube, reposting other people's videos. Wow, this guy is really, really angry about that. Lol, Elon has removed the ability to block him. I find that awesome, man. I find that awesome. I think him having Twitter is the best thing we could have gotten. Imagine Twitter, but under a company like Ubisoft. You couldn't say anything, bro. You would post a picture of a white male person and you would be banned, man. You can't do that. Let's see. Illegal hiring quotas don't make better studio. They just blah, blah, blah. Like, I think this guy's a little bit too mad. But ultimately, I saw this image and I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. Like, here it seems to be kind of balanced. Which, what I mean by balanced is, in a tech-related field, there is naturally going to be more male workers than female workers. But holy moly, now look at this. Banned by your own white face profile picture here. What if below is just a woman's month picture for the company?
Check.
You don't have enough
Massive
information.
progress.
See, that's what I mean.
Check.
And
Demo
I said that
soon.
earlier as well.
Feels woman.
I don't know what is correct and not anymore. And that's the problem. So I can't really verify this, right? Slight overcorrection there. Guys, I need to somehow move Zoe. She is sleeping. And I don't want to hurt her. I don't want her... Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, let's hope that we can just keep talking. And, you know, because of the noise of my voice, like it's a waterfall of words, she will just continue to sleep and to lay there. Because you know how babies, in case you didn't know, babies feel very comfortable when there's noise around because it gives them something to listen to. And so I found out that, for example, you can let water run in your, whatever that's called, Waschbecken in English. But we're getting to coding now. Where you can let water run in your Waschbecken, essentially. And that noise, that constant noise is very soothing for them. And then also the shh, 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 something like that will cause the baby to, like, I think this shh, shh is what they hear when they are in the womb. That's also very comforting to them. And so there's, essentially, when you have noise, they tend to fall asleep over like a long period of time. Unless they're hungry, of course, but she's not hungry. She just needs to sleep. And so we have successfully managed to put her to sleep by talking, you know, just like chat. Whenever I have a point or whenever I say something, they pretend to go to sleep. You know, so you all are babies, essentially. Okay? Just saying. Feed her and let her watch the VOD of your streams. Firefed, yeah, true. Elon has removed the ability to block. I fell asleep only when Aizen is whispering to my ear. Okay. Cake stream puts everyone to sleep. So yeah, anyways, let's go back to programming. Finally, we have some good stuff. So I did do a commit to push. And so now what we can do is essentially remove the position for units, or the center is also where they stand, one of the two. So I might remove the center, but I keep the position, and then the elliptical collider will be around that position. And so in order to do that, we have to start the game and then debug some of the positionings to see. Oh yeah, right. I need to remove step debugging. Cakes, according to Statistia, Ubisoft has a ratio of 1 to 4, female to male, 25.9% female. About 25.9, okay, that seems to be reasonable. Doesn't seem to be that bad. Maybe a little bit high, I don't know. Like, so, like every time I meet, you can't really say that, right? You can't really say that, but yeah, it sounds reasonable, yeah. Maybe a bit high, to be honest, because I went to university. And university is the freest market you can get. We had one, or was it two females in class. So like this, I went to the math lectures and I went to the computer science lectures. Math lectures had like, I don't know, 30-40% female. Computer science lectures, 1. Or it was 2, I don't remember. 1 or 2. And we were a lot of males there. So, like, I think 25% is a bit high, to be honest. So, again, I could have just gotten a terrible batch of, you know, I could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then we only had that few. I don't know, though. In university, there were 20% women in dev class, in my class. 20%, okay. Women didn't want to be in the class with the dudes who don't use soap. No way. Okay, bro. Same here, only 2 out of 30 in the class, yeah. I think it's reasonable, to be honest. And then when we, like, in, like, very long time ago, but it's too long ago now. Now it might be different. They won't all be devs at uni, artists, AR, marketing, etc. True, yeah, maybe my university was just not specialized enough and therefore I had a terrible ratio. In biology at university was in 50-50. Yeah, that makes sense though, because biology is very interesting for a lot of people and male, female alike, because it has to do with nature and like who doesn't like nature, right? Everyone loves nature, of course, right? I've yet to see someone that doesn't like, okay, you're lying, bro. You know, you like nature because nature supports you with oxygen, supplies you. If you didn't have nature, you would die, bro. That's how simple it is. Fuck nature? Yeah, you say that until you can't breathe anymore. I burn trees. Okay, that's dumb, bro, by the way, bro. No, because most of them wanted to study medicine and didn't pass on the application test. Aha, I see. So they are trying to get into medicine. Anyways, guys, okay. Let's do some programming. Yeah. Okay, so today, let's redo this. Currently we have a position in the game, a center in the game, and a collider center in the game. So that we can move the collider independent of the position and the center where the projectiles come from. Now, I did play a lot of balloons the other day together with you guys, and we noticed that whether we place a unit, and let me turn on the collider so you guys can see this. And the reason why I'm doing this, so you can understand why I'm even doing this, why do I spend time on this stuff? Well, I spend time on this stuff because I noticed, and you might not be able to tell, but where the mouse is, there's also a red dot. This red dot indicates where projectiles come from. And if we take a look at this character, I can place him very close to the road. Now it's a green dot. Essentially, like they change colors, but it's essentially the green dot. This is where the projectiles will come from. No, actually, it's the blue dot. Sorry. I know you're confused. But think about it like this, okay? Where the blue dot is, the projectiles will come from. That's the origin point. And so we can create an angle that is almost, and I guess I could show this in Painter really quickly. We can create an angle that is almost perfectly perpendicular, not perfectly, like it's close though, with the road. You see how the angle here is like this? Well, the problem becomes when I place a unit on top of the road, above. You see how the angle is now different? Because the blue dot is further away from the road than the blue dot down here. You see this? It's close. It's close, for sure. But it is there. The blue dot. Yeah, guys, there's a blue, like, quad there. Okay. And so if we take a look at that now, this image right here, we can see that the angle here is stop it. Stop it, brother. It is close. Let's go to the... But it's not actually the same. Maybe I'm coping, maybe I don't even need this, and it's already really... It's actually already quite nice, to be honest. Maybe I don't even need this. I was thinking maybe I need it, but I guess maybe I don't. I have a position, I have a center, and I have a collider origin for the rectangular collider, and that's it. I think I keep it the way it is right now, guys. I might not even remove the position. I think I keep it. Because as I see it right now, the blue dot is almost perfectly balanced for ranged attacks if I don't have it in the center of my ellipse, but a little bit higher. And if I put it in the center of the ellipse, then the character... Yeah, I think it's fine. I think we keep it like this, essentially. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. I think I like it. So yeah, essentially that's what I did off stream. And now I just need to fix the remnants. Essentially the leftovers for the other characters that I didn't do yet. So let's say the ranger, okay, you're done. Fixed. Now we just need to maybe move the green box. How about we move it up a little bit? Let's see here. Ranger, colon. The rectangular collider uses a -10 offset. I think it needs to be maybe 1 pixel higher, so -11. And that could be it already. Hello Enex, good morning, bro. Let's see. We're going to make the collider for our heroes quite small. I think this looks okay. Yeah, maybe 1 pixel wider on each side. So instead of 18, let's say 20. What's the best way to learn Vim commands? Not what I do. I just program in Vim. Just do something else, bro. Look them up and use them, yeah. Like have someone teach you, look them up. I don't know. So the thing is, you learn the basic commands really fast, but then you stop using more and more commands because you just don't. You don't even know they exist. No way, new Bloons TD7? Yeah, exactly. Wait, I recognize that map. Is it the Clash of Clans map? It's the no, it's not the Clash of Clans map. It's Bloons map, the first one. Monkey Mido. This is a useful cheat sheet. Hello, Mr. Rias. What is this? Vim? Oh, I see. Wow, that's a oh god. Yeah, I use like 10% of this. Lol. Okay, let's see. We fixed this guy. Let's fix the mage. He clearly doesn't have a center. I think I'm literally just gonna copy. I'm gonna copy the ranger stats. Let's see. Uh-oh. Yeah. Zoe woke up, unfortunately, guys. Satch. Out of the billion commands in DaVinci Resolve, I maybe use 7 of them. I actually use quite a few. There's quite a few good commands, but yeah, there's too many. I also learned the other day that you can actually record while inside of DaVinci. Shit. Yeah. Ja, meine Güte. Ja. Komm her. Same with Blender shortcuts. I think you just use the ones that you use for your workflow and that's it. Way too many of them in most programs. Yeah. It's because these are general programs, right? These are not like specific to you. There's for everyone essentially, and then some people, like let's say 20% of people have the same idea. Now you add that keybind. Are you really German or just faking? I don't know why I would fake being German, to be honest. No, I'm not faking it. I'm real, brother. I feel like it's normal, right? How would you fake being German? I have no idea. You would have to fake. I mean, you can fake being Russian, you know. This is what I do. Okay, now we need to make this better. Kurwa. That's actually Polish. Delete. I think we get rid of that. Control Shift B. Nice, bro. I don't like fake German. Are you from Bayern? No, I'm not from Bayern. I'm from Münster. All right, let's take a look at the mage now. Looks incorrect. Actually, it does look correct. We just need to move the sprites a bit higher. That doesn't look correct to me, though. This is wrong. So this is where I can be. Take a look. I can go lower, can I? I can go super low with this. Looks like to me. I guess I need to move the mage higher in the sprite. Assets, not age. What do we have here to the left? Mage, okay. There we go. Münster soccer team. Not Münster soccer team. It's I think I said it once before. And then some person kind of tracked me down. So I'm not gonna say for which club I play. I'm not gonna say which club, okay? I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't watch soccer. Yeah, I don't give any geographical information on the internet. Ultimately, I think it's fine because, like, I'm quite small, you know. It's okay, I think. Some crazy fuck will find you with one word. I'm pretty sure they can find me already. Like, it's not really difficult to do. But yeah. Anyways, okay, let's take a look at the mage now. How does it look? Yeah. This is the closest I can put him on the road. Is that good? The staff looks okay. Maybe put it a bit higher. The crazy game developers will find you. Yeah, the ones that are angry. Cakez, when are you going to port your entire game to Odin? I'm not gonna port my game to Odin. Why would I do that? There's no point. Okay, so we fixed that now. And we have... Well, we don't have good items on the range, huh? Okay, now that this is fixed, I want to test how it feels. For the mage. When he shoots. How many do you hit? How many enemies? 3 enemies. Okay. And obviously the projectile for him is too fast. Flies too fast. We'll fix that. Ginger Bill carried his ass. Ginger Bill helped, yeah. He did. He didn't carry me though. Okay? I still figured out most of the stuff myself. Alright. How many does he hit if he's at the end of the path? He hits 3 at most. He cannot hit more than... Okay, wait a minute. How does it look on top now? he still hits 3. That's the important part. I wanted to make sure that he does hit 3 units with his attack. And this is what we did on Friday, which I think is really important. It is essentially called a forgiveness mechanic. What we have here is a very forgiving big box for collision detection, because otherwise the mage, the way he is currently, would not be strong enough to beat this round, because he doesn't hit enough enemies. Let's start adding some gameplay loop and progression. Yeah, like I can't do this right now because I can't really code much. I have a baby sitting on my lap. But we'll do some tiny progress. Exactly. I'd probably delete the projectile after hitting the max number of targets if it's unable to hit anymore. It's not very visually clear if it keeps going while not being able to do damage anything else. I already do that. Like, it's called piercing. Though we do need to change the stats on the mage, though. I didn't mean to click this, by the way. Are you going to have any enemies that loop back to the beginning of the track after reaching the end? I'm thinking about having that in my game. No, I don't have that in the game. I don't think about it. No, I don't see the reason for this. Why? Okay, so let's see. My projectile speed. Base. I think it should be a bit slower than... Should be a bit slower than the... Ranger. Let's do 180. And then we pierce 2 enemy units. Good morning, Cakez. Hey, Papai. Good morning, sir. I have migrated to this disgusting Twitch chat today. Please hit me up when you have been able to activate YouTube chat again. What do you mean? I'm taking a look at YouTube right now. There is 9 people watching. What are you talking about? Huh? What is this guy talking about? Anyways, I need to get rid of Zoe so we can do some programming. So I'm gonna ask my wife if she finally has time to take her. Because I've been taking care of Zoe for literally 11, 12, 1, 2, for 4 hours now. You know? And we need to do some coding. 5 minutes? What are you talking about, bro? 10 million hours.
Great to be back to my favorite Vulcan stream. Please keep your functions shorter than 5 lines.
Big retard, don't help.
Okay. Okay, we might be able to get some coding done now. Sorry about this, guys. How's it going today? Hey, Coding Gree, good morning, bro. Let's see here. Your wife has been taking care of you for the past year, so it's fair. For the
Why does it
okay,
take 10 days to search for intro time? Why is the program crashing if I search for intro time? Oh my god!
Okay. By the way, did you make up with Collector or do you still hate him? I don't hate Collector. And yes. Anyways, guys, it's time. All right. The first thing, actually, Defender. Need to do that here too. Take a look at the Defender. Pinned. Do you like Collector? Of course. Let's test this. Are you in love with Collector? No.
Gotcha, bitch.
What are you talking about? Popeye, thank you very much for following. Didn't you follow already, bro? Fight disabled? Yes, there was too much spam in chat. Wow, look at this, guys. He easily beats them now. Or actually not easy, but he almost beats them. Collector wanted me to pass along the message. Fuck Cakez. Just post on YouTube until now. Did you draw the deer yourself? How long did it take? No, actually I didn't draw this. Ninx drew this, Kubimon. Hello there, bro. How's your game coming along? How many wish lists do you have? You get 2,000. You get 1,000 more impressions than me. That's crazy, man. I'm kind of jealous. You know? But your game does look better as well. Like compared to the Tangy, not to the Cakez on YouTube, on the DS Transparent. I do have some transparent issues in the game, yeah. Like, take a look. If I place this guy here, behind the tree, you can kind of see his outline, which is not on purpose, by the way. I don't know where this comes from. How long did you polish your Steam page? Not long. I basically did it once and never did it or never touched it again in 2 years. So it's bad. All right, let's quickly fix the ones. Oh, that's bad. Wait, didn't I fix this already? Should the... Wait. What about the center? Let's take a look at that then. Cakez can't read. What's his game? I find you kind of toxic, you know? I find you kind of toxic. I don't even know if I want to talk to you now. What's his game? Who am I? I don't know, man. Because apparently I can't read, you know? No, I meant the message of Kuviman. Oh, I see. But, huh? Is it Balloon Clone? No. It's a puzzle game he's making. If you place it behind the tree, are you still able to click on the tower to upgrade it properly? Yeah, I am. So look. Place the guy here. Boom. And also, I think we now have ellipses. Or not? Can't tell. Is this Baboon Cologne? See, he can't read. How long did you follow? No, study summer, lolboy, don't know. Only Collector watches the stream. Of course he loves Collector. I imagine how much money Collector spends every month to simulate all the subscribers. We are all Collector. Okay. I think that YouTube brain rot kills your reading comprehension. Not sure what you mean by that. But yeah. Okay, let's take a look how this feels. I think it feels really good. Maybe a bit odd when they shoot down. Let's see. Let's wait for the second wave. I think it looks fine. Feels good. Okay, nice. Now we have essentially 3 units that have their attacks and colliders done properly. Very happy about this. Very, very happy about this. Oh, that's awesome. Oh. Cakes, I don't think you should give people the ability to fast forward the gameplay. People will just rush through and not focus on any of the animations. 10 times is just for me. People will have the ability to fast forward by 2 times. But not 10 times. Wait, you fixed the circles? I did fix most of the things. Yeah, Luch is right. You should replace the fast forward with a refund button. We'll see way more users. Okay. You just changed the delta time value? No, I update twice as often. I do not change the delta time value because that leads to undeterministic results. Kuviman asked how long you published your Steam page, not how long you polished. Oh, published. How long I published? I don't know. It's been out for 2 years. Yeah, about 2 years. Looking at a sprite animation for hours, good idea. No. So like the game you will not be able to play the game in 10 times speed because you will have to make active decisions based on the enemies. And so I will first I will go with Bloons-like system where you can speed up by 2, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I'm done with this much faster than I thought I would. Actually happy about this. Let's place down the ranger. Looks good too. Yeah, looks really good. So now I want to test if the mage, and so the next thing I need to work on, which I think we have to do, and I hate it, but it's gonna be very similar to Bloons again, which, you know, you guys will probably find funny, but I think my heroes are too cheap. I have the issue that I generate too much money. Yeah, I generate too much money. Look. Let's place 1. He does not leak at all. Now I have 150. Actually, I do not generate that much money. Ooh. Yeah, so if I want to only... Can I even? Okay, so 2 rounds are done. I did leak a little bit. I didn't need to leak, essentially, but I want to place only mages and see how far I can go. Because we did notice that the mages are really OP, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Actually, I'm losing. That's not bad. That's good. It's not a mage. And how much do I get? When I kill, I could get 1, right? I get 1, 2. Game is good and bad at the same time. Can you play Inukai's game live on stream? I don't know. It's... He said he's making hentai games, so probably can't, no. Uh-oh. I'm losing to the red guy here. I placed too many mages, it looks like. Can I beat him? I can't beat him. I lose. Okay, let's see. Try that again. The hentai game, what's the name? Not hentai? I'm not an animal, just normal porn. Okay. I guess normal porn, guys. There we go. Okay. Now we have another mage. Check on what I put it here. Okay. Now we can place yet another mage. And we easily beat the round. You see this? So I'm currently trying to figure out a way to balance the game. And I think it's too easy. The money you earn, you can place too many units too fast. And I think I need to go into the 200s to 300s to, based on how much money I earn, because unfortunately the truth is I cannot earn less than 1 money. That's the problem. And I already earn the minimal amount of money with each kill. I only get 1. Let's see here. So if this guy dies, let's see here. Did I get 1? Fuck, I didn't take. But he's gonna attack him. Increase cost of tower every time you place one? No. I don't want to do this. I want to have a base cost. That's always the same cost. If it's okay in my head, the difficulty should start ramping up around 5. Let's see here. I think I'm getting 1, right? So this guy dies here. $53, yeah, so for this one I get 1 too. Yeah, 1. You need to scale up your number so you have more room to balance cakes. Exactly. So the problem is, with already the minimum amount of money I can get from an enemy, the cost for the heroes is too low. I can spawn too many heroes with what I earn. And so that's why, again, I did play balloons. And I took a look at the money they get. And I'm like, okay, that sucks. I need to increase the cost of my heroes to balance this. That's the only thing that makes sense. Does it cost money to upgrade? Of course it costs money to upgrade, yeah. Like 60 for the first. That might be too little money, though. It might be too little. Time to factor in money spent on upgrades as well, yes. So, but again, if I'm able to get to round 10 easily, look at this. Okay, let's place the mage. Let's place him here. And I don't have to do anything. Look. I can place yet another mage. Maybe 2 enemies are too weak right now as well. I don't really think so. Because you have to realize I'm currently investing all my money into killing the enemies and I should be able to do so. However, you see, right? I can spawn too many. I should not be able to spawn that many. So what I think I should do is increase the starting gold to 400 at minimum and then raise the price for the mage to like 320, for the defender to 200. I need to be able to place 2 or 1, essentially. That's how I see it. 1 mage or 2 defenders. In StarCraft, in TD games, they add a supply cap. You need to build a supply depot to go above 10. Yeah, I remember. I remember. And you built other things too. However, this is not StarCraft and I don't want to add RTS mechanics. Sub folks in German. Hi Inukai. Hello Blue Oak. Good morning. Okay guys, it's kind of chilly in here. And I need to go to the bathroom. We know what we need to do now. I'm just gonna keep it running. And get a pullover and go to the bathroom, essentially. Okay, guys, I'm back. StarCraft is better than Bloons. StarCraft is not Bloons. Okay, so you see this? They beat this too easily, right? We can let it run really fast, but you see this, right? There is no challenge, essentially. And that's kind of bad, you know? How many dart monkeys can you have around 10 in Bloons? You guys, should we take a look at Bloons? Fine, let's take a look. I do lose now because I didn't place anymore, but yeah. You definitely have too much money for this early. Yes, I do have too much money for what it costs, essentially. Exactly. Implement level difficulty, yeah. Alright, let's take a look at Bloons. How many, if we just place dart monkeys, right? So what we would lose, in which round we would lose, I think when the lead Bloons happen. The lead Bloons will essentially beat us. Let's go Monkey Meadow, right? And we do, I guess, easy. By around 10 in Bloons, you take a look at how much money you have, how many dart monkeys you have. Well, let's play some. I get the first one for free, then this one costs 170. I can place another one. Place another one. I can place quite a few. 6. I can place 6. Oh yeah, this is not 10 times, so it does take some time. Let's see here. How many can we place? I'm just gonna keep on spawning them, but the problem is that we're gonna get invisible ones soon. I wanna see how much I get for each round too. I wanna see. 388. $83. That's something I have to balance myself, I guess. When is this done? 100, 109. Pretty sure it's like 60 or something. I mean, it was 100 for this round. But yeah, I can have quite a few. The problem is, again, that there will be different types of balloons that happen. And I can't beat those. The game limits you by adding special balloons that need a skill, yeah. That's how the game limits you. And that's how the game limits me as well, but I give each unit the ability to deal with that. So for example, lead balloons cannot be popped by darts, but they can be popped by this cannon right here. So I could just place the cannon, let's say, I don't know, here. And then that will be, I will be able to beat it like that. But yeah, I can place quite a few. I wonder how many you can place before it's too much. Yeah, and I don't have any stealth detection, essentially. I need to invest into stealth detection. But yeah, we're already on round 18, which is crazy. I guess I'll play some more. Right. Are you balancing your game to be more casual like Bloons Easy Mode? No, but this is going to... I'm just balancing it based on how it feels, essentially. I'm a gamer, and I want my game to feel challenging and fun. Yeah, so I can't beat this one balloon here. They spawned one. I can't beat him. Wow, guys, look at how much money I have. For some reason, I have like 1,100 now. I can't even place that many balloons. I get more and more money for each round. Can't even place them all. So yeah, okay, let's assume I need this, right? On at least one monkey or a couple of them here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is where I need the cannon for, right? For this guy. There are shortcuts to place the monkeys. I don't know about those. See this? So it is entirely possible to just spam a bunch of monkeys. Or the same monkey. And you'll still be able to, I guess, win. Yeah. Well, we might not win against the, like, really strong enemy, but for the most part, everything else here is possible. See this? So is that a good thing? I don't know. Seems okay to me. Upgrade scale so drastically that basic towers are just not worth it. Past a certain point. Yeah, updates scale so crazily. And so for me, I need to have a way so that my upgrades scale drastically too. Exactly. Maybe not the first couple of upgrades, but later upgrades need to be so good that that's essentially, that's what you want to have. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to beat them all up. I need to place way more monkeys. Kind of funny. But it's crazy, you know? I can place... Uh-oh. I need more of these guys here. So yeah. One way that I already could think of on how to balance my game, that I just figured out, the ghosts that I will spawn in my game, which will be like the camo balloons, right? They will move really fast. Ghosts will be fast. And so slow mages are really bad against them. So this is a slow mage, by the way. Yeah, oh, the mob is coming, guys. Oh, we need the monkeys. Wow. I mean, that was really easy. Holy shit. I just won. I mean, okay. I mean, it was really easy, bro. Some move fast and they also spawn babies, which allow them to push through your level. Yeah, essentially. And so what I think I need to have some sort of mechanic like that too. Otherwise, it gets too easy. Yeah, it's good. Okay, guys, we have Zoe duty again. Okay, I need to quickly take care of Zoe again. We'll get her in a second. However, I think we need to raise the price. So, for the mage, let's just make him 320. Right? 320. Cost 320. What about this? And then the defender, let's make him 140, 160. I have an idea. So the defender cost, let's make him 160, right? Twice as much. And then in its level, over here where we have meta progression, we start off with 420, which means 160 is 3. Yeah. Quickly take care of her. Sounds so sus. So, let's restart. I can place 2 defenders. And I still have 100 left. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe 180 for the defender. Let me see. See. Okay, guys. I'm back. Sid Meier says when tweaking numbers, double or half it. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Actually, that's really smart. That's what I did. So I doubled the starting gold. Almost, I doubled the starting gold. And Sid Meier's is a really good game, right? And the defender, I think we're gonna give him 180. The reason why is because I'm going to add meta progression to make the defender cheaper. Some basic. Next year you'll still accept being worked on the game, right? Yeah. Have you thought about how it's going to be with a toddler running around? No, yeah, I have thought about what that would mean, how we could do that. I don't have a solution yet. I definitely have to close the door and my wife will take care of her, you know, run around with her, maybe go outside with her. At least for the time when I'm there, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun, I know. The only thing, like, I just need to have like a 4 hour window where I can do something. I think we'll be able to do that. Nico, need to work on edge cases now. I'm gonna watch German while I work. Oh, Blue Oak, my man, thank you. I hope the Bloons devs have analytics and see how one noob replaying the tutorial over and over again. You can only do something when she goes to bed. I think when you do it like this, where she cannot enter your room and someone takes care of the baby while you work. I don't know about if you're alone or not, but I'm pretty sure my wife can take care of her. Like in the living room, for example. Yeah, like working hours, daycare, my wife will be here. You can train her to edit your videos. Yeah, she needs to grow up a little bit more. Anyways, okay, so let's test this. Test the new balance. I'm scared, man. All right, let's restart. We now have 180. It's really important that we can only use the defender and the mage for now. Okay. We can't place two heroes, which is really bad. So if I place a mage, just noticed, I cannot place a defender, which I think is bad. So I might need to increase the base value for the level even further, boosted by like 100. So I have 200 left after the mage. So that would be 520. We need 100 more, guys. So where's that? Here, 500. By the way, I want to ask you, bro, the one who said that. Also remember, you are a pretty good player already. Most people don't manage their coins well. That's true. That's true too. Yeah, I agree. What did you say? Something Bloons need is replacing upgraded tower. Micromanaging in the endgame is extremely tedious. Oh, I see. That's interesting, Tims. So who said that? Wait a minute. The problem... This is the problem with Bloons. Wow, Zoe, what are you doing? What is she doing? What are you looking? What are you looking at? You stupid. Hey, where you going? Stop going to the left. Where you going? What? What are you doing? You trottel. Hey. She keeps wanting to... Oh, okay. Hey, stop it. Okay. Like this. Sit. Let's go. Okay.
Thank you Pikachu's glitch for 200 bits. Zoe cheer 100 cheer 100.
Bro, thank you. For 100 bits, bro. Thank you so much. 200 bits, actually. Thank you so much for the support, Pikachu. My man. Let me see. Meta progression. Yeah, let's do Control-Shift-B. Try that again. Who said it, by the way? I'm trying to find the one that talked about balloons. No, what is it? Next year you'll be expecting, but then again... Who said it about... Oh, what is the game called, man? Guys, which game was it? We're doubling the money. Who said that? You need to scale up your numbers so you have room for balance. Probably 50% chance to get a coin. Variable, hundreds. Why can I not find this? Bunch of upgrades, stronger. The game is starting to look really good, Cakez. Thank you, man. Thank you. The game limits you by adding special balloons that need a skill. Yeah, balloons problem. The problem with balloons. Hey, my man. RTNCDR. Thank you very much for subscribing, bro.
Am I so out of touch?
No.
Right.
RTNCDR just subscribed. Big tick
late
support
now.
for 1 year.
Also remember good player. I can't find the one person that said the stuff about Sid Meier's doubling values. Who was that? God, guys, can you find the quote from the guy that talked about Sid Meier's? Sid Meier says numbers half it several. Yeah, where is that? Was me. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There we go. So like, where do you have like an article on that we can read or something? Where do you have this from? Because I find that really interesting. I want to read up on this. Or maybe watch a video on this. It's in his autobiography. In his autobiography. So it's like an entire book. Okay, so I guess it's too much. I thought it was an article. She wants to run away from your code, but she can't. Okay, bro. He has some talks, but I'm not sure if he talks about specific scenario. Okay, Sage. Okay, fine. It's fine then. I thought it would have been some really cool, interesting stuff to talk about. By the way, did the notification play that he subscribed, guys? Did the subscription notification play? I don't remember. Alright, try this again. Restart. We can place a mage. And we can place a defender. Let's see here. Would be too easy, of course. Would be really easy. And then we have 130, but we cannot place a new unit yet for the round 2. 270. We still can't place a mage. But we can place another defender or get an upgrade. I think the upgrade numbers are too low as well. They need to be at least in the hundreds. Let's say 120. That might be useful for the future, like defining what a benchmark hard level can be, balance around that one and then go easier from there. Also possible to make harder ones too. So the way I will probably do difficulty is I give the enemies more speed and spawn the user later in the round so they have less money to spend, at least in the beginning. Okay. Sorry guys, my arm hurts. Okay, let's continue here. Let's see, costs. We need to have costs for weapon upgrades. Ja, meine Süße. So for abilities, let's double everything, right? So this would be 120. Then this would be 320. Then this would be, that would be a jump. I think for every unit I want to have their own costs. I think it's bad if I have generic costs. Need to work on edge cases now. She wants to run away. Do you have? You had a job in the software industry? Web development, yes. I had a web development job. Cakes. Game developer column 5, Sid's rules. Sid Meier's tips. Including double. Oh, cool. Thank you, man. That's awesome, bro. Thank you so much for this. Nice. We're gonna read this. Yeah, we're reading this later. Cool. Thank you so much. Finally a real developer coding. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Fuck you. Kind of toxic. You know? Your game is easy for you and hard plus difficulty for others. Yeah. True. Oi. Do I have a generic? I want to see a real developer. Head over to, if you want to see a real developer, head over to Mr. Pirate Hardware. Hardware? Pirate Hardware? Who's that? Interesting. We have software and we need pirate hardware. What if a streamer renames themselves to Pirate Hardware? And then they have the same icon, but with like a computer icon or like a disk icon or something in the picture. Or the skull is an electronic skull. That would be funny. All right, let's see here. 420. Ability costs. Yeah. I know. Like I'm just sitting. I know it's boring. I'm not doing anything. I know. I'm just sitting. I'm just coding. I know. Oh. She wants to do something. She's bored. Cakes game dev, crazy game dev times. Never read the Masters of Doom. Wait a minute. What is that? I've heard good stuff about that. Wait. I'm still reading the Doom guy. I got Masters of Doom, but Lundum Dare has thrown you off completely from reading. How's your book in your eyes? The way Jonathan Blow defined the speed run time for the anniversary edition was how fast he was able to complete the level plus an arbitrary margin. Suffer from the same issue in my games. I'm storytelling, streamrolling the game by having played it, but my players quit because it's too difficult. What game are you talking about, Sarevok? You wanna show your game that you work on? Don't know why? What do you mean, don't know why, Inukai? Kinda toxic, brother. Anyway, so 420 is definitely not enough. Let's say 1,000? 150? Yeah. Yeah. Man, how long do they take to get here, man? Yeah, guys, I need to move around with her. Yeah. It was Game Jam game working on Fire Emblem. Shining Force 2 time now? Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Now, for the 10th time, let's go. Let's go! Let's see here. Really enjoying the crazy game dev times near the Master of Doom. Yes, same. Let's go. Okay, let's see. What do I have? I had 900 here. The last one is going to be, I don't know, 5,600, and then we have 9,999. Let's see. Okay, and then for here, item unlock upgrades, we do the same thing. 120. I don't know, 340. No, actually, that would be 1,240. Oh. 4,200 and 999. Okay, let's test this. With these upgrade costs. So we can definitely get items already. 120. Is that too cheap? I'm gonna get Fireball, and for him, I guess I will get a Rusty Sword. I'm leaking. I was actually what? Okay. So you're saying this is too easy for me, but too difficult for others. You might be right, sir. Alright, so we do have a level up here. We can get this. So this is round 3 and looks like I'm gonna lose that. Am I? No. Okay, I'm not losing. Then we have Fireball. Oh, I think I'm losing here. No, I don't. We are leaking though, and I cannot place another unit. Ooh, I shouldn't leak. Cakes, are you on crack cocaine, by the way? What the fuck? No. What are you talking? Why would I? Why? What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? No. Brother. It's crazy. Okay, let's see. I just lost the last round. That's bad. Projectile lifetime, eye patch, bleed damage. I need to get... Oh, that was dumb. That was so dumb. I just shouldn't have chosen that. Oh man, fuck. I need a new unit. The upgrades are not meaningful enough, it looks like. Fuck. I don't have upgrades for the mage. Yeah, goggles don't do anything to the mage. Fuck. In denial. I mean, but I'm winning. Now we have 340. We can place another mage. Think it's still too easy. See, like, I'm gonna tell you guys, this is the problem that I have, right? I am a gamer and I like playing difficult games. I cannot, for the love of God, I cannot nerf my game. I just can't. I'm sorry, I just cannot. I want to have a difficult adventure. And whenever I balance my game, I feel like it's too easy. Then I get bored. You're making it hard mode first, that's... Okay. Yeah, you think so? Have you finished all the game mechanics? Not all of them, no. I'm currently building them up. So for example, in this... is it this round though? Oh god, this round is crazy. Has a lot of enemies spawning. Wow. I have this type of enemy and I think he spawns too early. Let's go to round 7. Armored skill. I think they should start on 45. Maybe have like a handicap, and if we win with that handicap, it means the game is too easy. The normal difficulty doesn't have to be nerfed, but the vast majority of gamers are gonna need a casual mode. I think these stats should be read from a file. Wouldn't that make life easier? Doesn't matter if they're read from a file or not. In this case, or in... Oh wow, I'm losing, am I? I can't even beat this guy. I can't beat him. We have an issue. I have created an enemy now that I can't beat because I don't have enough money to beat him. I can get the skeleton down, but I can't this. There are gamers where the difficulty is dynamic. There are games where the difficulty is dynamic. If the player starts to lose often, it adapts, allows the player to progress. I don't want that, Dan Garrett. I know what you mean, but I don't like it at all. I think that's bad. So essentially you can't lose type of game. No, I want the player to lose. But I might have made it too difficult now. Guys, I think it's too difficult now. Let me see, what do we get when a skeleton dies? Let's test how much money I get. How do I get the money? I mean, hard can go up to 10%. Easy mode can just reduce all costs by like 10%. 10% less HP on the enemies, etc. It works on certain games, but for other types of games, is it important? It is important to have a constant difficulty, yes. If you don't have this constant difficulty in your game, then, especially in a tower defense game, then I think it will just feel bad. But we will, guys. It's fine. We will. We just add the component here, I see. And then the coin reward. Yeah, there we go. So it's the coin reward. Let's see. How much coin reward do I have? 1. Okay, the bonus skeleton could give us 2. The red skeleton can give us 10 maybe. The armored skeleton gives us 2. Let her refactor your code. No, Zoe will not refactor my code. Okay, let's test this again. I need to nerf something, guys. I need to buff something, essentially. Either we need to have more starting gold, or the mage needs to be cheaper, or the defender needs to be cheaper, or the money I get from each round Is the girl moaning in a song? I don't know. The way you balance reminds me of a mobile game where players create levels, but they are only published if the player can complete it. Well, now that you're talking about balance, what about this? Why don't we read this right here? Designer notes. So this is from Sid Meier's, correct? GD column 5, Sid's rules. The following was published in the January 29 issue of Game Developer magazine. Most game developers are familiar with Sid's dictum that a good game is a series of interesting choices. I agree. I want to have interesting choices in my game too. For example, if I increase the lifetime of my projectiles, they fly further because they live longer, stuff like that. In fact, my co-columnist, whatever that is, my co-columnist, I guess, Damon Schubert started his recent article on Player Choice 28 by referencing this famous quote. However, over the course of his career, Sid has developed a few other general rules of game design, which I heard him discuss many times during my 7 years, from 2000 to 2007 at his studio, Firaxis Games. As these insights are quite practical lessons for designers, they are also worthy of discussion. See, this is what I heard. This is what someone in chat... Stop it! Okay, I'm trying my best to read this, okay? Should I redo this? That was bad. Wait. I'm gonna drink some water. This is gonna be better, okay? Are you guys ready? Hazen has a tea. We're ready. Just don't get Sid mad. Okay. Most game developers are familiar with Sid's dictum, that a good game is a series of interesting choices. True. I want to have interesting choices in my game too. And that being, whatever you add as a power-up to the game, it affects multiple things, not just one. For example, if you add duration, which could be, let's say, debuff duration or something, it's just called duration, but it also makes projectiles last longer. Stuff like that. Hidden things that you can uncover by playing the game. Okay. Let's see here. We can do this. In fact, my co-columnist, whatever that is, Damon Schubert, started his recent article on player choice, October 28. That's a long time ago. By referencing this famous quote. However, over the course of his career, Sid has developed a few other general rules of game design, which I heard him discuss many times during my 7 years from 2000 to 2007 at his studio. And that is Firaxis Games. I don't know that studio at all. Is that actually the studio behind Sid Meier's? I'm not a big name person. Firaxis Games, world-renowned game development studio with an unwavering mission to build games that stand the test of time. And these are for Sid Meier, founder Sid Meier. Yes, it is. Okay, so these are team and studio. They are making the Sid Meier's games. Yeah, Civilization. There we go. These guys are GigaChats. They create the same game. I don't know why they create it so many times, but it seems to me that the community really likes them. Cool. Okay. I have never played Sid Meier's myself. However, I'm currently dealing with balancing my game. And so that is very interesting to me because these insights are quite practical lessons for designers, they are also worthy of discussion. And that's what I mean. Double it or cut it by half. So essentially, these are numerical values, right? So for example, what I'm trying to do at the moment is I'm balancing how much starting gold I have with how much the heroes cost. And then I'm just, I'm placing heroes down. I'm letting the game run and see, well, can I even beat this level? Is it possible? Okay, I managed to beat round 1. What about round 2? Can I beat round 2? Barely. I managed to do it. Okay, 270 monies. What can I do with this money? How much do the upgrades cost? And is it possible to win with the money that I've been given and the upgrades that I could do? I can't do all of the upgrades yet. That's part of, progressing through the game. But however, there should still be the possibility to win, of course. I can place another defender here, for example. And then hopefully that's enough. Put him, let's say, here. Now, the reason why I don't place these is because they are not balanced. So they don't exist. Okay, they do not exist. That lady right here doesn't exist. Let's see, can I win? Well, barely. Actually, I lost 1 life, so that's bad. So yeah, essentially, double it or half it. So that's what I did. They had half as much before. Let's see, good games can rarely be created in a vacuum, which is why many designers advocate an iterative design process. So that's what I do. I'm already doing it correctly. So we are iterating, right? So basically we generate 1 point in time. We think, okay, that kind of works out. And then you add in more to that point. So for example, I balanced the game around the defender first. It worked, was reasonably difficult. Then I added in the mage and I had to rebalance a lot of things. Not so much the values of HP, but essentially how do colliders work, how does the placement affect how many units the mage can hit, how fast he should attack. And ultimately then, if you have a lot of them on the map, well, how can that fit into still being able to beat the level, but not making it too easy so that the user falls asleep. So the choice, upgrades need to be impactful, essentially. So we're iterating on this at the moment. They don't feel that impactful yet, at least on the mage. Yeah, let's see. During which a simple prototype of the game is built very early. Well, for me, it's not very early. I've been doing this for 3 years now. But I have learned that what you need is a prototype, yeah. And then iterate it on repeatedly until the game becomes a shippable product. See, that's essentially what I'm doing. That's what you do, like you call these systems and system interaction and scaling of systems, essentially. And then you obviously also have to factor in, well, is it balanced or not? Exactly. So I don't know how long this part takes. I'm pretty sure this takes a long time to get right. And I'm not going to move on from this point until I feel good about it. And so when people ask me, well, like, how long does it take to make the good demo? When is the demo out? I don't know. I'm still balancing. I'm still iterating. Sid called this process finding the fun. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's like I'm playing the game and I'm trying to find, okay, what's fun? What can, like, let's say, right? Let's say this. You are on the map, you get the fireball. And then you use the fireball, it looks really good. Boom, massive explosion. I think that would feel really good. And then you're always excited to see the fireball. However, like, you have multiple upgrades, right? So I lost. Man. So they all kind of need to be good. Okay. Shit. What's fun about Tangy TD? Its original version, Bloons TD. He said, wait, someone is at the door, man. What a day today, bro. Come on, man, I just want to stream. Yeah. Okay. Every time. Okay, where was I? I do think that, I do think that to find the fun, you should watch other people play the game, even pre-demo. To be honest, yes. To figure out where the pitfalls of my design are. However, I'm playing my game. I can find out what's fun too. You know, like I play something, or I place a unit. I invest into something. For example, chain. Look, whenever I did this, that was so awesome. Let's see, Ranger. What's that? Pierce guard. That's 10. Yeah, I kinda buffed him too much. So what I have here on the Ranger is a pierce count of 2, and actually it needs to be 1. But this is how many times the guy pierces. We can turn that to chain. Stat. We can turn that to chain, and then place the Ranger's not finished designing yet. I'm not done with this yet, but essentially it feels so much better when you do it like that. Take a look. Just feels so good, the chain, every time when you hit something. It just feels really cool and satisfying. And so I think that's part of where the fun can come from. If it makes fun for me, I'm pretty sure when you have a unit that all of a sudden turns the piercing to chaining, and then the projectiles just, you know, lock onto targets and hit everything. I think that is a really cool part, like a really cool breakpoint then for, like, it's dopamine essentially. But yeah, anyways, let's continue here. Let's not digress too much. Iterated on repeatedly until the game becomes a shippable product. Yeah, I think that part is really important. And so that's what, I don't want to digress too much, but that's what Hollow Knight did. So you guys know how Hollow Knight is a really good game. This game right here on Steam, massively successful, 300,000 reviews. And yeah, my head is not in the way. In this game right here, what they did was they had one level. And in that one level, they designed the entire system the entire game essentially. They balanced it, iterated until they had something that felt really good. And so that's why ultimately I have 1 level. I don't have 2, I don't have 3, I just have 1. It is really important that this 1 level feels as good as it can. Cakez, you're making a video from this article because there's music playing. That's fine. Coco, yes. But I can cut out the music. I have multiple audio lines, so it's fine. But thanks for telling me. Yeah. I appreciate it, bro. See, it's called a test level, not first level gameplay. No, the test level is the level where you test the game in. That's what it is. And then you just build the content for the game. What pros to do is keep getting the game into playtesters' hands as soon as possible. Yes, but when you're not even done building the systems yet, how can you have playtesters? Like, I don't see a point putting the game into someone's hands when you don't even have the full systems done. Because ultimately they will give you feedback on something that's not completed. Second opinion, yeah, but it's not complete yet. Like, and also I do have gotten, like in my case, I have gotten second opinions already. So like, I don't know. That feedback can still be valuable in some cases. Cakez, you have 1, but please stop debugging without logging values per iteration. What? I don't need shooting to enjoy the driving in GTA. I don't know. Well, let's read on. Let's read on. You know, maybe you guys are right. Maybe that's the point of it. Maybe that's the point they make later on, right? So let's just move on. Sid called this process finding the fun, and the probability of success is often directly related to the number of times the team can turn the crank on the loop of developing an idea. What does that mean? Sorry, like that English? Let's try this again. Calls this process finding the fun, and the probability of success is often directly related to the number of times a team can turn the crank on the loop of developing an idea. What does that even mean, man? Sorry, I'm not natively English. Can someone translate that, please, into proper English for me? Like, what does that mean? I know that turning the crank basically means locking something in. Of course, it's not completed, but it's feedback on how you're doing, where you got to go, pain points, something you will already know, but maybe they enjoy or find the fun somewhere you're not expecting. How quickly they can iterate on ideas. Ah, I see. Okay, thank you very much. So basically the second part means the probability of success is often directly related to the number of times a team can turn the crank on the loop of developing an idea. So essentially how fast they can iterate on the idea. If you have a feature task cycle, let's say 1 week, then turning the crank is the same as 1 week iterations. So the more you can iterate, the higher the probability of success. Aha! So essentially, if we have something, let's say, let's use my game as an example, okay, bro? Let's say we have this mage right here, and we can show colliders in the level, right? And then we play. Let's say you can iterate on certain abilities, certain things, frame by frame. The ability to debug this. That could help you iterate faster. Stuff like that, right? Depending on how fast it goes. So things that help you iterate. Very cool. Let's see. Playtesting the result and then adjusting based on feedback. Aha, adjusting based on feedback. There it is, guys. So what you guys are saying is or like a strategy that would be smart or helpful for me is I give you the game to test. I do change a feature in the game and then you guys test it and give me feedback based on that. However, what I fear happens is the following, since this is not your job, okay, to play test my game. What happens is I make a change in the game and let's say 5% of people only care instead of 100% when I first release it, because I don't have people whose literally their job it is to give me feedback, because that's what they have in these studios. So I have to take this with a grain of salt. I'm not a studio. When I push an update for the first time, there's going to be huge interest. Then when I push an update for the second time, the interest will be lower. And the more updates I push, the slower or the minuscule the changes are, the less people will care over time. That's just how it works. So we have to factor this in too. Let's see, developers should aim for significant changes that will provoke a tangible response. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's why this takes so long. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm doing this already. Let's see. If a unit seems too weak, don't lower its cost by 5%. Instead, double its strength. Damn, if players feel overwhelmed with too many upgrades, try removing half of them. In the original Civilization, the gameplay kept slowing down to a painful crawl, which Sid solved by shrinking the map in half. The point is not that the new values are likely to be correct. The goal is to stake out more design territory with each successive iteration. Stake out more design territory, okay. Sid Meier, yeah. Imagine the game design space of a new game to be an undiscovered world. The designers may have a vague notion of what exists beyond the horizon, but without external experimentation and testing, these assumptions remain purely theoretical. Thus, each radical change opens up a new piece of land for the team to consider before settling down for the final product. Okay, so basically what that means is, if we translate this to the tower defense game, we try to give the mage infinite AoE damage, so every attack he did would be AoE damage. We had to test that out. It didn't work out, so we had to reiterate. I feel like that's essentially what they're saying here. Thus, each radical change opens up a new idea. They are purely theoretical unless you put them in place and you test them out. One good game is better than two great ones. Wait, isn't good? No, wait. Isn't great better than good? Let's see. Sid liked to call this one the covert action rule, a reference to a non-altogether successful spy game he made in the early 90s. Not altogether successful, okay. The mistake I made was actually having two games competing with each other. Uh-oh. I have that too, that's the problem. I have tower defense game and hero micromanagement. But I'm trying to tone back on the hero micromanagement a little bit. So I'm trying to tone that down a bit. So yeah, that's true. We're trying to do two things. So let's see. There was an action game where you break into a building and do all sorts of picking up clues and things like that. And then there was the story, which involved a plot where you had to figure out who the mastermind was and what cities they were in. And it was an involved mystery type plot. Individually, each part could have been a good game. Together they fought with each other. You would have this mystery. Let me move this here. You would have this mystery that you were trying to solve. Then you would be facing this action sequence. And you'd do this cool action thing. And you'd get out of the building and you'd say, what was the mystery I was trying to solve? ? Ah, true. So you forgot because of the action sequence, right? Yeah, that happens. Covert action integrated a story and action poorly because... Covert action integrated a story and action poorly because... What the... Is this English? Can someone explain this? Covert action integrated a story and action poorly because the action was actually too intense. It's too many A's, guys. There's too many A's. Share link with us. Yeah, you'll get the link in a second. Pure games are really rare. Most games are iterations from really good ones or a game you admire. I don't think you have this problem. It's basically PoE where you replace slaying monsters with yourself with towers slaying them. Kinda. Cakez, read my message above to the Twitch saying you need playtests. You need to have some kind of thought out balance before doing playtests so you can adjust it further. No point in scrambling something together so the players just get mad and can't play the game. Reply with the Twitch chatter saying that you need playtests. Yeah. Okay. I think you're right. I don't see a point. I think it would be more work than finishing the systems first and getting something that I like, that I want to put out. I don't understand this. Let's see. So this next part is really difficult to read. Covert action integrated a story and action poorly because... Wait, covert action integrated a story and... so covert action is the game. Is that the game? Who is this? Covert action. Sid Meier's Covert Action Classic on Steam. Aha! It is a game. I was so confused. What is this guy talking about here? So this is essentially the game he was talking about, which is a mix of action and adventure. So a story together with action. So covert action integrated a story and action poorly because the action was actually too intense. You'd spend 10 minutes or so of real time in a mission, and by the time you got out, you had no idea what was going on in the world. In other words, even though both sections of the game were fun on their own, their coexistence ruined the experience because the player could not focus her attention on one or the other. This rule points to a larger issue, which is that all design choices only have value in relation to one another, each coming with their own set of costs/benefits/trade-offs. Choosing to make a strategic game also means choosing to not make a tactical one. That's an idea, maybe fun on its own, but still not make the game better if it distracts the player from the target experience. Indeed, this rule is clearly the reason why Civ franchise has never dabbled with in-depth tactical battles every time combat occurs. Okay, interesting. However, sometimes multiple games can coexist in harmony with each other. Cid's Own Pirates is an example of a successful game built out of the collection of fighting, sailing and dancing minigames. However, these experiences were always very short, a few minutes at the most, leaving the primary focus on the metagame of role-playing a pirate. Each short challenge was a tiny step along a more important larger path of plundering all Spanish cities or rescuing your long-lost relatives. I think that's ultimately the problem. For me, I'm trying to make a tower defense game, but I'm also adding in MMORPG mechanics, which, for example, let's say we have a level. Let's say we have like a normal level. We place a unit here and the enemies walk along this path. And then I place a unit somewhere outside from the road, like let's say here, very far away from, let's say, the team, so to say. Let's say the team is here. Get some money. This all centered around here. Then ultimately what would happen is the boss would attack this guy always because he's alone. And so that basically means you have to place the unit in a better position so that he doesn't get attacked all the time, but maybe randomly, because there is no unit that's placed alone. And alone means there's no other unit in the next vicinity of him, like in the radius of, I don't know, let's say 100 pixels or 200 pixels. that unit would be alone, but maybe you place another unit that's alone. Now it makes a decision based on those two units. Something like that is what I thought. Like, and that, maybe that's a bit too much for the player. Is this really the problem? I think what makes your game stand out from other TDs is like everything in life, the balance between the two concepts is key. For example, remove having the aspect where monsters can attack your towers. So what you mean is having the aspect where monsters can attack your towers. For example, remove having the aspect. You mean I should remove enemy towers attacking back my units? No, I want to keep that. But yeah, that's essentially some part that I think your game design is really good. That's what makes your game interesting. Fuck no, it's a good feature. Just an example. I think it's a good feature too, yeah. So yeah. Ultimately, I'm aware of the fact that you can have too much in the game. So it's really, really important that we do this right. Let me quickly read something. Okay. Let's see here. Each short challenge was a tiny step along a more important, larger path of plundering all Spanish cities or rescuing your long-lost relatives. Another example of a successful mix of separate sub-games is X.com or XCOM, which combined a tactical turn-based squad-level combat game with a strategic real-time resource management game. As with Pirates, what makes XCOM work is that the game chooses a focus. In this case, the compelling tactical battles between your machines and the invading aliens. Aha! So what that means is, I need to choose a focus. What is the focus? I think the focus should be, in my game, on the combat. The focus should be the combat. The fighting back and attacking. Me attacking the enemies attacking back. Countering, choosing the right upgrades. That should be the focus. The money, maybe not so much. The money management. It will be there. There will be money management. But the number one focus should be essentially the combat, the fighting, and the building of certain blobs of strong supporting towers each other. What things, yeah, that's essentially what I think I should be doing. I hate my ADHD, you know, I hate my ADHD, I hate it! Why do I start reading a message when I'm saying something? What things does enemies hitting your towers and besides just needing an additional healer tower? Currently, what happens? So that's a valid question. What is the, how can I counter essentially enemies attacking my units and my units taking damage? Essentially placement. Placement and the correct defenses against the enemy. And of course healing if I'm doing it wrong. So for example, let's say I put all my units in one place. Let's say we have a bunch of money, right? And we put all of our units here. Like what you like to do in a tower defense game. Of course, you like to put units together. You know, maybe you have a ranger here and you have a mage here and you buff each other. Now, I will give you an enemy that attacks all of them at once using AoE. Now, you can't place them like this anymore. Maybe you have to place one out. And then he gets attacked. And then you need to make sure that this guy is in range for a healer. Maybe like this. Ignore the blinking, by the way. I'm working on it, okay? Positional placement together with upgrades. That's the idea. And then together, pair that together with, you know, MMORPG mechanics of soaking. But again, like, we'll get to this, right? We're not there yet. So that would be the focus of the game, in my opinion. Bringing down bosses using this stuff. I think that would be really interesting. Let's see here. So yeah, XCOM. The high-level strategic metagame exists only to provide a loose framework in which these battles, which could take as long as half an hour each, actually matter. One doesn't fight the aliens to get one doesn't fight the aliens to get to manage resources later. Instead, one manages resources to get to perform better and have more fun in future battles. I agree, the rest only complements the focus. So, for example, the combat, the fun combat or the interactive combat is supported by the skill tree. The different choices in the skill tree. And then maybe meta progression, changing the combat in meaningful ways. And then maybe in the future consumables, buffing the units, stuff like that, to make the combat more interesting. Something like this. I think it makes sense. Okay, let's see here. Everybody knows that... Where were we? Wait, huh? I was here. Yeah, so do your research after the game is done. Okay, we're not there yet. Many of the most successful games of all time, SimCity, Grand Theft Auto, Civilization, Roller Coaster Tycoon, The Sims, have real-world themes, which broadens their potential audience by building the gameplay around concepts familiar to everyone. Yeah, like basically the more audience you can hit. However, creating a game about a real topic can lead to a natural but dangerous tendency to cram the product full of bits and trivia and obscure knowledge to show off the amount of research the designer has done. Okay, this tendency spoils the very reason why real-world themes are so valuable. That players come to the game with all the knowledge they already have. Everybody knows that gunpowder is good for a strong military. That police stations reduce crime and that carjacking is very illegal. As Sid puts it, the player shouldn't have to read the same books the designer has read in order to be able to play. True. I think that's actually really smart. So basically use common sense. For example, fire burns, ice freezes, right? That would be like the very most basic thing about this. Games still have a great potential to educate, just not in the ways that many educators expect. While designers would still be careful not to include anything factual incorrect, the value of an interactive experience is the interplay of simple concepts, not the inclusion of numerous facts and figures. Oh, inclusion. You heard that? Many remember that the world's earliest civilization sprang up along river valleys in the Nile and the Tigris Euphrates. Okay. The Indus, but nothing gets that concept across as effectively as a few simple rules in civilization governing which tiles produce the most food during the early stages of agriculture. Furthermore, once the core work is done, research can be very valuable to finish, a very valuable way to flesh out a game's depth, perhaps with historical scenarios, flavor text or graphical details. Just remember that learning a new game is an intimidating experience, so don't throw away the advantages of an approachable topic by expecting the player to already know all the details when the game starts. Yeah, so essentially tutorials and good tutorials. You know how, for example, this is the one tutorial that I already have in the game where you have to place a hero and it's literally showing you how to do it. Click and drag the hero here. And the player can only place him here. It's impossible for the player to place the hero anywhere else. If you try to do it, it won't let you. It's red. That would be the first. Yeah. And so then obviously you go into more detail and slowly expand, which is also what the Animal Well creator talked about. Staggering game mechanics, essentially. Uncovering the game bit by bit, but not too much at the start. Is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Moisyuk? Yeah, it looks like it is, yeah. Roller Toaster? Did I say Roller Toaster? Did I actually say Roller Toaster, man? Bruh. Okay, let's see. The player should have the fun, not the designer or the computer. Okay. But I'm the player too, you know? Creating story-based games can be an intoxicating experience for designers, many of whom go overboard with turgid backstories full of proper nouns, rarely used constants, and apostrophes. Furthermore, games based on complex, detailed simulations can be especially opaque if the mysterious inner workings of the algorithmic model remain hidden from view. Okay? As Sid liked to say, with these games, either the designer or the computer was the one having the fun, not the player. Consonants. Rarely used consonants. Ah, I see. So like words, right? Mm-hmm. For example, during the development of Civilization 4, we experimented with government types that gave significant productivity bonuses, but also took away the player's ability to pick which technologies were researched, what buildings were constructed, and which units were trained, relying instead on a hidden internal model to simulate what the country's people would choose on their own. The algorithms were, of course, very fun to construct and interesting to discuss. Yeah, but people hated this, of course, because they want to choose themselves. The players, however, felt left behind. The computer was having all the fun, so we cut out the feature. Smart. Yeah, like so because people like choice. Players like choice. Player choice is really important. You want to feel like what you do is impactful. And you don't, like, it's essentially, you give it up to RNG, which sucks. It's like rolling a 6, but you only rolled a 1, or you lost. That sucks. Let's see, further. Games require not just meaningful choices, but also meaningful communication to feel right. Giving players decisions that have consequence, but which they cannot understand is no fun. Okay, role-playing games commonly fail at making this connection, such as when the player is required to choose classes or skills when rolling a character before experiencing even a few seconds of genuine gameplay. I hate that so much, because you might be doing a wrong choice, yeah. How are players supposed to decide between a barbarian, a fighter, or a paladin before understanding how combat actually works and how each attribute performs in practice? Choice is really only interesting when it's both impactful and informed. True. So that's, I think, unfortunately, I have to say it, but that's how Dark Souls... I think Dark Souls makes this mistake with the starting items. However, like, it's just a tiny aspect of the game. It's not the majority of the game. And you can still play any character in any way you like. You just start out with better stats. So they do explain it a little bit to you, but yeah. Thus, in Sid's word, the player must always be the star. As designers, we need to be the player's greatest advocate during the game's development, always considering careful how design decisions affect both the player's agency and the world, and his understanding of the underlying mechanics. Man, these are giga chats. These guys have been making awesome games since forever. And I totally agree. And the most interesting thing that I think they talked about, which I totally agree with, is the iteration. Keep iterating on your process. It's right here. This is the one that I find the most interesting. Iterate it on repeatedly until the game becomes a shippable product. In my opinion, this is the most important point. You just keep making it better. And you try to make it better not for yourself, but for the player, so that the player has the maximum amount of fun. Let's see, there are some comments here. Excellent points, Soren. Let's see here. I believe the quote, "One good game is better than two great ones," is backwards. Don't you mean one great game is better than two good ones? Pretty sure I've seen this quote before. I think it's the reverse, right? Me too. I was a bit confused with this. I always have asked for Sid to revisit Covert Action, but to pull it together and to make it a great game of it. I'm pretty sure he could keep both of the original parts as streamlined them together. Maybe. Actually, no. I was surprised that the quote made a stronger stance as well. No, that's not true. Okay. The quote is the way it is. Yeah, but at some point, more good games is better than one great game. True. 3 or 4 good games is better than one great game. I don't know, man. I mean, take a look at this. 116 reviews. Should we go take a look at Sid Meier's? Which civilization should we take a look at? 5? Bro, like how many good games do you want to make, bro? To get to this level? How many do you need? You know what a good game is? We saw a video of this the other day. Oh god, the pizza delivery. Oh shit, what is it called, guys? Ooh, Steam. Recent game. Oh god, Pizza Run on Steam. It's not Pizza Run. Ah, Uncle. Yeah, there we go. Unicycle Pizza Delivery. That's a good game. It earned decent money. 105 reviews. Very good. This one, also good game. Very positive. This one earned millions. So, this one is huge. So yeah, I don't know. You need to make quite a few good games. I thought Covert Action was a fun game. I wish it could be remade. Just think about using an FPS engine. I mean, yeah, anyways, a really cool idea here. Really cool information. Okay, I hope this was interesting and helpful. For me, it certainly was. Especially this part right here. I said it again. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. This part, I think, is the most important part. Okay, my brothers, it's time. I need to leave you early. I have a lot of work to do. You saw how many videos I have. I also have normal work to do outside of this. So I need to get going on that. What I will do is I will have a shorter stream today. I apologize for that short stream. I still hope you had fun. We'll try to get all of the stuff done for tomorrow and then hopefully have like a good night's sleep. That would be really cool. We're going to keep going though. We're going to keep going, okay? That's the most important part. We're not leaving out today and we're going to keep going. Can rarely be created in a vacuum. Read the sentence before. Yeah, I know. Like we talked about this. This iteration is is important, but like this is right here. Like the feedback is here. I know what you mean. Playtesting the results. Yeah, I know. I'm playtesting it at the moment because I'm not done with the systems yet. But yeah, anyways, see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day. Peace. Bye bye. See you tomorrow, team. Bye bye. On YouTube as well. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you had fun and see you tomorrow with more game design and game balance.